Ladies and gentlemen, your R-Phil. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. We invite all active military and all veterans to please salute the flag. And now please welcome Katrina Heckard, who will perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Katrina Heckard from Mockingbird. The pregame fireworks are compliments of International Fireworks. International Fireworks.
Hello, Fightin' Phils fans. Here we are for game number 2 against the Bowie Baysox at FirstEnergy Stadium. If you've been at the field, you might have seen my Pepsi commercial for our sponsor, Pepsi, who's sponsoring the 2021 season, and the fans sitting right in front of me recognized me from the commercial, so I guess Pepsi's getting their sponsor worth here at the stadium. But more important things are happening. The Fightin' Phils took game number 1 against the Bowie Baysox, but that was back on Tuesday night. They won that game 3-2 in walk-off fashion. Josh Stephen smacked one into left field and scored Bryson Stott, and the Fightins took home a win yesterday night, though we were rained out against the Bowie Baysox. But tonight here in Baseball Town, a picture-perfect night at America's Classic Ballpark. Beautiful weather, mountains looking great in the background, some white puffy clouds, the sun peeking through but not enough to be bothersome during the game. The grass as green as ever. And some Fightin' Phils of baseball and entertainment back in action at your hometown field. Nothing more you can ask here. Reading looking to take game number 2 of the series. They'll throw Colton Eastman today out of the gate. Probably going to see what we saw in last game with Tyler Phillips getting 2 innings of work, and then just Josh Hendrickson coming out to piggyback kind of the main chunk of the ball game. Today we'll have Colton Eastman out of the gate, and then Josh Perkins will be his piggyback probably for the bulk of the innings today as well. And they're going to throw Drew Rom on the other side, but it is the Bowie Baysox who are going to bat first since this is a home game. Reading will bat last. So Eastman out on the mound. He's thrown a Jack Conley behind the plate tonight. It's Josh Stephen, Matt Kroon, and Jalen Ortiz left to right in the outfield. Madison Stokes at the hot corner. Stott, Cornelius, and then Luke Miller over at first base. Steve Hodgins calls the balls and strikes today as Dane Ponsack, the crew chief, over at the hot corner, and Gilreath manning the first base line. Colton Eastman takes a step back. The righty kicks and fires to Patrick Dorian. A first pitch called strike, coming in at 7:08 here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Nice and warm today, but not blistering hot. The rain and the tropical depression, I think it was turned to, Fred yesterday cooled things down a little bit. Hopefully not too much damage for our accompanying neighbors, and praying for everybody who was hit hard. But it is 81 degrees and partly cloudy here in Reading. Winds 8 miles an hour. They're going to vary. Right now they're left to right. Eastman deals in the dirt. No balls and 2 strikes. Infield going to back up with 2 strikes. The righty looking for the first out of this ball game. He'll come home. A little bit of a foul by Dorian as it trickles back behind the plate. And so we'll go again. We saw Eastman in his first game back in a long time after hitting the injured list on June 15th. Took a bunt off of his right index finger, and so had to take some time to recover. But back in game action August 14th against Akron. Pitched 1 clean inning, struck out 2. So he's back here for some more work. We'll see how long he goes today. I imagine on a pitch count, but probably try to see him through 2 innings. 2-2 count here in the first batter. Eastman with the high leg kick, way out to right field, tracking back Jalen Ortiz. He looks up, and the game is started off with a solo shot from Patrick Dorian. Wow, a lot of Orioles fans in the crowd today. And Bowie with a 1-0 lead to start off this ball game. Well, a much better game already for Patrick Dorian, 1 for 4 with just a single. But today he'll go 1 for 1 right now with his first hit, a home run. Eastman had him on 2 strikes, but just wasn't able to seal the deal. Wasn't able to seal the deal. And a called strike coming into Jordan Westberg. Just want to make sure you guys are getting my audio told. Can't hear it yet. Oh, I hear it on the Facebook, so it's coming in. That's good. A foul ball. And there's 2 quick strikes to Jordan Westberg. Westberg's second game in Double-A after being called up from Aberdeen High A. And he'll get punched out here by Hodgins. Kind of came right down the middle. And that's out number 1. Kyle Stowers now coming in, hearing that there's problems with my audio. Not on the Facebook end if you're listening, so not a problem for you guys. But if you're listening on MILB TV, that is a problem. Kind of hard to call a game and have some tech fixes at the same time. Two balls to Kyle Stowers here. And this is going to fix it, I think. So that should work. Hopefully everybody can hear me now. 3 balls, 1 strikes to Kyle Stowers. There's 1 away. I'll try to recap for those of you who weren't able to hear the beginning of my game. one away, but Eastman gave up a solo shot to lead off this ball game, so Bowie with a 1-0 lead. But there is one out here, and he's got a strike on Stowers now. Try to work back, being behind in the count. The righty steps on the rubber, faces home plate, and then when he takes a step back first with his left leg and then kicks it up, rotates all the way, that's ball 4. And so Stowers is going to take first. So they'll get a runner on now. With one out. And the inning will continue with the lefty, Zach Watson.
The center fielder, number 18, Zach Watson.
Watson into the righty batter's box with a runner on first. Miller holding on the runner. Now as the pitch comes in, he shuffles over a little bit, so there's not as big of a gap between first and second because Cornelius shifted closer to second. So the right side of the infield pretty open wide. And the first pitch was a ball. This time Watson takes a called strike at the knees. Lights are on here at FirstEnergy Stadium just in case any twilight balls come into action here. There's shade over the entire field. I think the sun is behind a cloud right now. The sun sets just before 8 o'clock, so shouldn't be too much of a problem in this ball game, but we have seen the impact of twilight balls from both sides. Akron, Stephen Kwan had trouble. I know Jalen Ortiz one time, but tough there. It's not your fault, but you want to make a routine fly ball catch in the outfield. Outside goes Colton Eastman, so it's 2-2. Nice crowd here at the ballpark on this Thursday night. Perfect night for a hot dog and a soda sitting in the stands, maybe a nice beer. Ground ball left side, that could be 2. Stott, Cornelius, Miller, and that'll end the inning, much to the cheers of the crowd. The Fightins have turned a double play, but Bowie with the solo shot leads 1-0.
The Reading Fightin-filled birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Customers Bank is a proud continued partner of the United Way of Berks County and the Ready, Set, Read initiative. Ready, Set, Read programs focus on improving literacy skills for children from birth through 3rd grade. The Fundamentals of Reading are a community-wide initiative that bring together schools, businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout our area to improve early grade reading success. Customers Bank and the United Way of Berks County are committed to reading success and urge you and your business to support this worthwhile initiative. For more information on Ready, Set, Read and how you can become involved, please visit readysetreadberks.org. And thank you, Customers Bank, for your continued support.
Comic Group, A.D. Boyer Lumber, Albright College Alumni, Amity Shirt Factory, Iden Displays, B&L Lock Heating and Air Conditioning, Becker Orthopedics, Birdsboro Rotary, Blue Marsh Insurance, Brenda Jordan's Retirement Party, Burkholder's Fabric, Ropoli's Italian Bakery and Deli, Crossroads BNC Church, E.G. Smith, Evans Delivery, Fairfield Inc., and Sweet Pottstown Limerick, Fleetwood Bank.
Here we go into the bottom half of the first. Reading is down by just 1 run, but we'll see if they can clean that up here after using a double play to get out of the top of the first. So Madison Stokes is going to be the one to lead us off. He's been in that leadoff spot ever since that double header back against the Akron Rubber Ducks, and really like him up there. Sean Williams keeps that number 1 through 4 going with Stokes, Stott, Ortiz, and Josh Stephen, who has proven himself highly in the cleanup spot as well, leading the team in RBIs. And coming home is Drew Rom. He'll get a foul ball off of Stokes, and there's a strike. Rom, the number 26 prospect in the Orioles system, as Stokes takes strike number 2. He's a lefty, drafted in the 4th round back in 2018, so not a ton of pro ball experience. Big swing and miss guy. Uses a fastball, sits high 80s, mid 90s, and then kind of a slurve in the high 70s. Those are his 2 main pitches. You'll see a changeup sometimes, but not as much. And they think that he's, one of the reasons that he's ranked so highly, Drew Rom, is that he's projectable. They say, you know, a really tall, lean guy, if he fills out a little bit, might be able to add some quick velocity. Only 21 years old as he gets Madison Stokes to strike out. There is 1 away. So they think that, you know, they've got the system to be able to, you know, build Drew Rom into what he can be. And the Orioles actually, you know, just came in at number 2 in the farm system rankings. So they have quite a number of the top 100 prospects that just came out as well. I believe they have 5, including the number 1 in Adley Rushman, of course. And then Grayson Rodriguez, who we saw yesterday, coming in at number 8. DL Hall, who's on the IL, I believe. At 78, Gunnar Henderson and Colton Cowser, both of them are in A-ball. And the Phillies only have 1 player in the top 100. If you can guess who that is, it is Mick Abel coming in at number 70. High A jersey, Shore. Stott takes it right up the middle over the head of Rom, who had to squat down to avoid being smacked. And 1 runner on here as Bryson Stott reaches first with a base hit for Jalen Ortiz. And that's actually the tying run over at first right now. So we'll see if Reading can make something happy early on as they trail by just a run here in the bottom of the first inning. For Jalen Ortiz. Ortiz, another player we can really talk about his potential as he jumped up in the Phillies prospect list. He's now number 11. He's a kind of guy with so much raw power that they can see so much potential in him if they, you know, can work on his approach a little bit. He's young for this level too. Ortiz, just 22 years old. Going is Stott, but it's fouled back, and so he has to return to first. Leading the team in stolen bases, Matt Kroon and Colby Fitch tied at 4, but Bryson Stott just behind them with 3 stolen bases. So an opportunity to get on those team leaderboards. Tonight's Fan Zone team leader sponsored by Joanna Arias. In hits, it's Madison Stokes with 70, and RBIs, as I mentioned before, Josh Stephen with 36, leading the team in average. Right now, Grenny Kumana, 267. Bryson Stott, 270. Ground ball that gets away from the pitcher. And then the second baseman, Grenier, can't come up with it. We'll have to see how they score it. But Ortiz is going to reach first. Stott transfers to second. And suddenly, the Fightins have something brewing, and that goes as a fielder's choice. And then error on the pitcher for his inability to field the ball cleanly as it trickled over to second base. So 2 runners on and just 1 out for Josh Stephen, the RBI guy. It's Reading down by 1, looking to trounce on the Orioles here in their first offensive inning of this ball game. Left side of the infield playing in, right side is back deep. That's because Westberg is trying to hold Bryson Stott on at second. And quite possible that we see Steven lay down the bunt over to the third base line. Something he was trying to do in Tuesday night's 9th inning, but was unable to do it, got 2 strikes, and then hammered home the base hit that knocked in the run. But seen a lot of bunt practicing by the Phillies as of late. This one comes down and away, and that's ball number 1. Pool is packed over in right field. So is the left field deck and the pub. Man, great spot to be for a home run. Drew Rom sets up. He's got the glove at the waist, leaning on his right leg. Looks back, kicks and fires home. Down and away again, that's ball 2. The 67 club is always full. Lots of groups like to go in there. I think it's a fun spot to watch a ball game. And lots of fans to cheer on their hometown team, which the players really talk about how magical that makes this ballpark. Josh Stephen down into left field. It's going to drop all the way to the wall, cut off by Fontana. And coming home is Bryson Stott. A double from Josh Stephen scores the Fightin's first run of the night. They tie it up at 1. That'll shift Ortiz over to third. And Steven at second. So 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 away for Grenny Kumana. So out in left field, as I mentioned, Shane Fontana. And then Watson in center and Stowers over in right. Same infield as the other night. Dorian, Westberg, Grenier, and Doshbach left to right in the infield. But a new catcher in Cody Roberts. It's Chris Hudgens, the designated hitter. Saw him behind the plate, but Roberts, the first time behind the plate tonight, sends a ball to Grenny Kumana. And now the infield is going to play in. They're going to try to preserve this tie ball game. Reading, though with only 1 out on the board, will try to take the lead from the Bowie Baysox here. We're only in the bottom of the first, so see how this game is going to go. A back foot slider misses. That's ball 2. A good stop by Cody Roberts. Otherwise, you know, the speedy Ortiz out on third going to try to come home. Big Grenny Kumana fans in the house tonight. If he could send anything into the outfield, that will surely score a run. Roberts comes out for a quick mound visit. Just a couple things to his guy, Drew Rom. Now he's back behind the plate. Rom has trouble with repeating his delivery consistently. And he takes the 2-0 upstairs, 3-0. And that kind of means, you know, A, you're going to get yourself tired if you're constantly trying to overwork your motion to come home. And B, it can make it a lot more noticeable what the pitch is that you're throwing if your motion doesn't look the same every time. And here he comes home, the 3-0 Kumana. Ground ball to the right side of the infield. It's played by Doshbach. He's going to come over to first unassisted. Everyone else is going to stay put, and there's 2 outs, but still 2 runners in scoring position here for Matt Kroon. Infield now going to back up with 2 outs on the board. But Reading has tied it 1-1 here in the bottom of the first. Got a big win over the top prospect at Bowie, Grayson Rodriguez. He only pitched 5 innings, so he wasn't the one that took the loss, but nevertheless, tough when your ace doesn't get the win. Coming home upstairs to Matt Kroon, back-to-back balls. Ortiz out on third, Josh Steven on second after an RBI double tied up this ball game at 1. And Kroon stepping in the back part of the righty batter's box. The lefty kicks and fires home again upstairs. Good block by Roberts. Putting in the work behind the dish. And Kroon is a ball away from walking to first, and following him in the on-deck circle is Luke Miller. Rom looks back at second. Now he's going to come home. Kroon chases a high fastball. And the count moves to 3-1. 2 outs on the board. Reading 1 run on 2 hits, and Bowie 1 run on 1 hit. They've made an error in the field, though. And Kroon pops this one foul into the plaza area. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Takes a second to compose himself. He'll step out of the batter's box before getting in with a full count. And 2 outs on the board, looking to drive in another run for Reading. Rom looks back. Now he comes home. The payoff pitch again popped foul into the stands. And the count will remain the same. Sean Williams over in that third base coach's box, ready to wave his players home if he can. Rom with the payoff pitch once more, right down the middle. A called strike 3 to Matt Kroon to end the inning, but not before Josh Steven ties us up at 1. We'll take a short break before we get back to work in the top of the second.
Gear up for the Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the eXp Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. eXp Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
Well, to the top of the second we go, tied up at 1. Patrick Dorian led off this ball game with a solo shot. And Josh Steven followed it up in the bottom half with an RBI single, or a double, excuse me. Got to give him the credit he deserves to plate Bryson Stott. And the first pitch from Colton Eastman is a ball downstairs. Stokes playing in over at third, but this ball goes right up the first base line into Luke Miller's glove. He'll step on first, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 12, Andrew Dashbach.
Here's Andrew Dashbach, still looking for his first Double-A hit after he ended up going 0 for 2. Did walk and was hit by a pitch once in Tuesday's game. Sends this one sky high, coming over Luke Miller, but he'll run out of room as it enters the right field grandstand. That'll be a strike, though, to Dashbach. The Philadelphia Phillies dropped 3 straight after falling to the Diamondbacks 6-2. They tried to make a 9th inning rally, but just came up short. Which was a bummer for them in the race in the NL East. They'll return to action tomorrow night, an even later game than we've been talking West Coast time. They'll face off the Padres at 10:10 p.m., so they're going to stay around on the West Coast side of the United States. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Dashbach. The Iron Pigs playing a doubleheader today. They fell 6-2 in game number 1 against Rochester. They were also rained out yesterday. Lots of people on the East Coast rained out yesterday with the remnants of Fred. 3 balls, 1 strike here from Colton Eastman. And that'll be strike number 2. Gets him on the outside corner. So it's a full count. Jersey Shore leads 1-0 over Asheville. They are just in the top of the second, like we are here. They had a 7:05 start as well. Down and away on the payoff pitch, so that's ball number 4. As Dashbach walks down to first, there's 1 on. With 1 out, here is Caden Grenier. Now, Fightin's used a double play to get out of the first inning. We'll see if they can do the same here. First pitch, a called strike. There's some action in the bullpen. Looks like Nick Lackney down there. Not sure on the pitch count for Colton Eastman, but he did just reach 30, which I imagine is close if he's not able to get out of this inning in the next 10 or so pitches. With a pickoff attempt over to first. Nothing happens. And Eastman gets the ball back in his glove, stares down the batter, turns his body, looks at first. Comes set. The 0-1 grounded left side. This could be 2, 6, 4, 3. And the Fightins use back-to-back double plays to get out of the first and the second here at FirstEnergy Stadium. And we're all tied up at 1 still, but it is the Fightins' opportunity to bat here in the home half of the second.
What does it mean to bank locally with Tompkins? It means keeping your money in your community with a team of neighbors to guide you through big decisions and milestones. Plus all the convenience of our mobile app where you can manage your account, deposit checks remotely, send money to family and friends, even turn your card off if it gets misplaced, then back on when you find it. Ready to bank locally with the team at Tompkins? Visit Tompkins Vist Bank online or at a branch to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copa de la Diversión is an initiative of MILB which creates alternate identities for teams across the country wishing to better reach out to their Latino communities. The new identity represents more than a luchador. Luchar means to fight for, and luchador translates to fighter. But it also signifies a specific type of fighter, a masked wrestler. The mask logo pays tribute to some of the most notable elements of the city of Reading. Embodied in the luchadors' masks is Redding's pagoda, surrounded by 23 sun rays representing the Latin American countries and Puerto Rico. Down the bridge of the nose is Redding's fire tower. Home plate serves as a luchador's mouth, with FirstEnergy Stadium's facade creating the upper lip. Below the chin are train tracks, symbolic of the historic Redding Railroad. And along the side are baseball seams, a nod to Baseball Town's rich history. Fans can look forward to the R. Phil's players suiting up in Los Luchadores de Redding caps and jerseys on specific games throughout the season. Got my fourth hot dog up in the booth, so it's a great start to the bottom of the second inning already. Big shout out to the best mascot in baseball, the crazy hot dog vendor. And so Luke Miller is going to start off this inning as the Fightins use another double play to get out of the top half. No runs score for the Bowie Baysox, and so we're all tied up at 1 here at FirstEnergy Stadium. But it's Redding turns to bat in the bottom of the second inning. Miller steps in the righty batter's box. Drew Rahm kicks and fires home. Miller ropes it up the third baseline, but it's foul. And it's strike number 1. Foul ball back. And he's 0-2. Another foul ball. Luke Miller batting late. Ooh. Oh my God. Words. Batting against Drew Rahm here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind has died down. That flag in center field lying right at the pole. And I do believe Colton Eastman's day will be done after 2 frames. Jack Perkins down warming up in the bullpen for the Fightin' Phils. The exact same thing we saw on Tuesday. We'll see if Perkins can handle Bowie as well as Josh Hendrickson did, and I believe so, as the Fightins have had 6 wins when he is on the mound. 3 of them he's got the decision for. Luke Miller out to right field, tracking back. Luke Miller, an opposite home run to start off the bottom of the second inning, and he puts the Fightin' Phils up by 1 as he high-fives Sean Williams coming home. Luke Miller, a team-leading 12 home runs here at FirstEnergy Stadium, and he'll put Redding up by a run here for Chris Cornelius. Action-packed ball game here. And Cornelius takes the first pitch strike. Miller was down by 2 to start off the at-bat, and he battled hard against Drew Rahm. Infield back deep here. A slow roller off the bat of Cornelius back to the pitcher. A tough throw by Rahm over to first, but Dashbach, a good pick, will save the outs, and there's 1 away. Here's Jack Conley now as we get to the number 9 spot in the order. Conley's been the go-to catcher with Duran hitting the injured list, but he's having a tough time up at the plate. 0 for 3 on Tuesday's game, but has looked good calling games behind the plate. And he'll take a first pitch strike to start off the at-bat. One ball coming in from Drew Rahm. Up to 37 pitches here, trying to get out of the second. And Conley checks his swing. Does he go around? He does, and that'll be strike number 2. Bowie, 1 run on 1 hit. That was the home run to lead off the game. They've made 1 error in the field, which Didn't end up hurting them so much, but Reading 2 runs on 3 hits. As Rom comes home, Conley goes the opposite way. A soft fly ball will be caught by the right fielder Stowers, and there's 2 away. Stowers, a little trepidation getting close to Reading's bullpen, which is in the confines of our diamond, but obviously in foul territory up the right and left field lines. A bunch of minor league ballparks have it this way. There's just, not a lot of space, especially when you're in a city like we are here in Reading. And so with 2 outs now, we'll be back to the top of the order with Madison Stokes. Ground ball's going to get in the gap. Madison Stokes with a base hit and 2 outs. A team high 71 hits for Madison Stokes, and he's got himself on first as he puts the ball right back where it came from. And here's Bryson Stott, who is 1 for 1 and also scored Reading's first one of the day. From the left side, Bryson Stott takes a ball below his knees. Couple of steps away from the bag goes Madison Stokes, but doesn't get any farther than that as Bryson Stott takes ball number 2. Lefty on lefty matchup here. And that'll be the first strike in the at-bat. Rom looks over at Madison Stokes on first. There's 2 outs here. He'll come home. Stott puts this one on the roof. It's going to drop. Who's going to catch it? And it bounces up a couple rows. A couple guys down there had gloves. Nobody was able to make the play. And so Stott has 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Upstairs, and the count is full as Reading is trying to make a 2-out rally happen here. Madison Stokes on first. He's going to second, but Bryson Stott strikes out swinging to end the inning. A little frustrated, but that'll do it in the second. Reading takes a 2-1 lead thanks to Luke Miller's solo shot to right field. Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to a ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Classic Harley-Davidson. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $50 when purchased in advance. Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Fightin feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Now batting for the Baysox, the left fielder number 56, Shane Fontana. The catcher number 34, Cody Roberts. Another strikeout next to Dodge Credit Union. The third baseman number 4, Patrick Bowie.
Well, it called to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as Jack Perkins relieves Colton Eastman here in the top of the third inning. Eastman, 2 innings of work, 1 hit, 1 run. That was that solo shot from Patrick Dorian. 2 balls and 1 strikeout. So he gets the switch to Jack Perkins, coming on the air a bit late for you. Perkins got a fly out to left and then back-to-back strikeouts. We'll talk through this commercial break just so I can update you on what happened. So that was planned by 2 Eastman just to get 2 frames. We knew Jack Perkins was going to come out of the gate. So it technically relieving the starter, but a fresh start here for Jack Perkins. They were going to give him a clean inning no matter what happened with Eastman. He's going to treat it like a start. And he's not a player where he's superstitious. He's not a player with a very strict pregame routine. He actually told us he believes his brain is too strong for that. He doesn't think that, he needs that kind of structure. He trusts himself enough that no matter what happens to him before his start, he's going to be able to go out on the mound and get the job done. So he gets a fly out to left and then back-to-back Ks to get out of the inning. And he'll put the Fightins right back up to bat. They are up by a run, and we will take just a short break before we come back for the home half of the third.
From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by Alex Batanzas of eXp Realty, Humane Pennsylvania, Supportive Concepts for Families, Children's Home of Reading, and Mao Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural events throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer Ticket.
And we'll come into this inning on time here as Jalen Ortiz will start us off against Drew Rom. In the bottom of the third inning, Reading leads 2-1 over the Bowie Baysox. As Rom comes high and then low to Ortiz, so 2 straight balls. He's already up to 50 pitches here in the bottom of the third inning, so Reading looking to push out the starter early, although the broadcaster for Bowie told me that their starters really never go past 5 innings no matter how the game is going for them. So we'll have to see if that's the case here. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Ortiz. And Rom kicks and fires home. Swing and a miss as Ortiz's hands are tied up on the inside. The wind pushing out to center now. If there's ever a time to swing the bat hard, it's now. And he takes a called strike 3, though, as he's caught looking to end this at bat. And Ortiz knows it. He takes off his helmet and walks slowly back to the dugout. That's the 4th strikeout for Drew Rom of the day. And Josh Stephen, who had the RBI double, will step up into the batter's box. Takes a called strike to start off the at-bat. Dorian at third is going to play in here against Josh Stephen. Everyone else is back deep, lefty on lefty. Pitches down and away, though. And that's ball number 1. And the same pitch misses, so Josh Stephen gets ahead in the count. Bowie 1 run on 1 hit. That was that solo shot by Dorian to start it off. Otherwise, Reading has been clean against them. And they've made 1 error in the field. That was their pitcher, Rom. Reading 2 runs on 4 hits. They're looking to get some insurance runs here in the bottom of the third. The count 2-2 to Josh Stephen. Takes ball 3 outside. A lot of full counts here from Drew Rom. Got to do a better job of tracking that in my scorebook. Just so much to keep track of. Stephen fouls it back, and so he'll continue this at bat. And the payoff pitch once more, another foul ball. Will continue this AB for Josh Stephen. Something he talked about in his walk-off was just trying to piece together good at-bats, even if the result doesn't go his way. Knowing that he had a good approach at the plate sets himself up for the next time he comes up. And here he will hold off and take ball 4, so Reading is going to get a base runner here with 1 out in the 3rd for Granny Kumana. And there he pieced together a really good bat, waited for his pitch, never saw it, and took the issued walk. And so Granny Kumana will head up to the righty batter's box. And Josh Stephen takes a nice lead off of first. Rom, though, the lefty can see him. Kumana goes high in the sky, flips his bat in frustration. Coming over into foul territory is the first baseman. And there's 1 away. 2 away. 2 away. Stevens going to stay on first for Matt Kroon. Kroon struck out looking to end the 1st. We'll see what he can do here in the bottom of the 3rd. Reading leads by 1 run. And Josh Stephen, another player with 3 stolen bases this season. We'll see if he can make it 4. Not sure he'll go with 2 outs, but might try to get himself into scoring position for Crooney. Rom looks over. Now he comes home. Way inside. That's ball number 1. Couple more steps by Steven, but he goes back as Matt Kroon takes a called strike. Foul ball back into the net. Kroon down to 2 strikes here. Sun starting to set here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Just a couple minutes till it's officially gone. It'll stay light for about another half hour or so, but perfect night here at America's Classic Ballpark. Don't think you could ask for much more, especially after the past 2 days. Rom looks over at first with 2 outs and 2 strikes. He comes home to Kroon, and he will just get a piece of it to stay alive. Kind of bounced it off of his left shin, I think. Kind of seems like he's lagging it a little bit, but they'll get some extra balls, give him a second to get back in the batter's box. Seems okay as he steps into the righty's box with a 1-2 count. And Steven with his lead over at first. Rom looks over at Josh, and he comes home. Kroon chases a high fastball, and he gets it with the end of his bat, so he'll get to keep going. Reading in their black R Phil's black R Train throwback Thursday uniforms. I've said this every Thursday this season, and for some reason can't say it tonight as Kroon fouls another one back to stay alive. Keeps his 1-2 count, 2 outs here. Looking over at first, Rom comes home in the dirt as the catcher Robert keeps it in front of him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So they've got those black throwback uniforms on, white home pants, and the black cap with the R-Train logo on the front, the Baysox in their road gray pants, and the Orioles-inspired orange tops with the black streaks, black cat, orange brim with the Bowie B on the front. Steven going, Rom comes home. Here's the throw down by Roberts. It's on the wrong side of the base. So Steven safe at second with his 4th stolen base of the season, a team high. And Reading now has a runner in scoring position with Matt Kroon up at the plate. A full count now as that pitch was a ball. And big there for Josh Steven to just slide in. to second base. Matt Kroon now up at the plate. Here's the payoff pitch. He sends it deep to left field. Fontana tracking back, a no-doubter into the picnic area in left field. Matt Kroon, a 2-run shot to left, puts Reading on the board over Bowie. It is 4-1 here at FirstEnergy Stadium. And that is Kroon's first home run of the season. Big high five from his team as he heads back into the dugout. And Reading doing all of this on 2 outs here. And we will see a visit from the pitching coach, Justin Ramsey, now to talk to Drew Rahm here, as he's having trouble getting out of the inning. He's got 2 outs, but he's up to 70 pitches as Reading is running their Bowie starter into the ground. They've actually got somebody warming up in the bullpen. And Luke Miller will be up to bat here. But Matt Kroon's 2-run shot to left puts Reading up 4-1 now, and just gives him some nice insurance runs, and I'm sure makes Matt Kroon feel really good. His first home run of the season, and to do it in front of a big home crowd here at FirstEnergy Stadium. And now Ramsey going back into the dugout. They'll leave Rahm up on the mound here to face Luke Miller with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Reading up by 3. First pitch, a ball. Swing and a miss. Miller off balance there in the righty batter's box. Infield back deep here. Wind going from left to right now, kind of pushing in. Way upstairs to Miller. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Reading has scored runs in every half inning so far. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 here in the bottom of the third. As Rahm comes home, Miller stays alive with a fastball back to the netting. Not sure how much longer they're going to let him stay in, whether this bat ends the inning or not. It might be his last one. Ground ball left side, it's slow rolling. Dorian across the diamond, it's a good throw, and it's out number 3, but not before Matt Kroon's 2-run home run puts Reading on top 4-1, and we're only heading here to the 4th inning at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Reading has scored 1 run in the bottom of the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the third to put themselves up 4-1 over the Bowie Baysox, who have not had a hit since their first at-bat with Patrick Dorian's solo shot to right. And Jordan Westberg is going to be the batter that leads it off here for Jack Perkins in his second inning. 1, 2, 3 them in the first, including back-to-back strikeouts, but he starts Westberg off with a ball. Westberg still looking for his first double-A hit. Now he takes a strike at the knees. And that's a called strike 2. Westberg struck out looking in his first at-bat. And the righty kicks and fires home. Ground ball left side on a couple hops. It's Stott over to first, and there's 1 away. This one gets in the gap between first and second. Kyle Stowers with Bowie's first base knock since the first inning. And they'll have a runner on with 1 out. Now Reading has used a double play ball to end both the first and the second. And Reading actually donates money to charity, with a sponsor that they partner with donates the money to charity. And so we'll see if they can get another one here in the third. The record in a game is 5. And if you give me a second, I'll go back in the game notes and tell you the last time that happened. But a called strike to Zach Watson will start off the at-bat for the righty. Runner on first. There's only 1 out on the board for Jack Perkins. Turn 5 ground ball double plays. June 22nd, 2015 versus Portland. So it's been 6 years. Fly ball into right center. Running over as fast as he can is Ortiz. But it's Kroon, I believe, who picks it up and sends it back in. A double from Zach Watson puts Stowers on third, and suddenly there's traffic on the base paths here for Jack Perkins. And that kind of eliminates the double play ball here. Stokes is going to play in at third a little bit, try to preserve the run. Reading is up by 3, though, and that 2-run shot by Kroon is all the more important. Perkins going to focus on the batter and Johnny Reiser, who's the designated hitter today. Reiser with 31 RBIs. He grounded to first in his first at-bat. Takes 2 balls from Jack Perkins. Jack Conley setting up in a squat behind the plate. Here's the pitch right down the middle. Called strike. Down and away. Good stop by Jack Conley. Keeps it in front of him. That's ball number 3 now. There is an open base on first for Jack Perkins, but probably don't want to put the tying run on first if you can avoid it. Kyle Stowers on third. Zach Watson is on second. Perkins gets the sign from Conley behind the plate. And low, that's ball 4. So he walks the bases loaded here, and for the first time today, the Fightins are in a pickle. Now it's Andrew Daschbach who will come up to the dish, and the Fightins have the opportunity for a double play ball once again. Daschbach has not had his first double-A hit yet. He was one of the 16 roster moves that Bowie made to begin this series. Came up from High A Aberdeen, and he's got a chance now for not only his first hit but his first RBI. And we'll see if Jack Perkins has anything to say about it now as he comes home. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Stowers on third. Watson on second. Johnny Reiser on first. And now Jack Conley has something to say here to Jack Perkins. This is Perkins' first time completing the order here. So while Conley has seen Daschbach, in Tuesday's game and also bat once before today, Perkins has not seen him before. So I'm going to talk about strategy here, especially with the bases loaded. And now he heads back behind the plate. We'll see what comes out of their meeting. There are just one out on the board right now. Everyone's ready upstairs. 94 off the hands of Jack Perkins, but it's a ball. 1-1. And that's a called strike 2. As Perkins working with traffic for the first time today. The manager, Buck Britton, over at third, ready to wave his runners home. As Perkins comes home with a 1-2, a foul tip by Daschbach, and he'll have to go again. Here's Perkins once more. Swing and a miss. He gets by Conley, but he's able to keep it in front of him enough that the runners don't advance. A big strikeout from Jack Perkins gets Andrew Daschbach, and there's 2 away, which changes everything here with the bases loaded, and that is Perkins' third strikeout here in an inning and 2/3. And here is Caden Grenier, who's 0 for 1 with one of those double play balls. Stowers on third, Watson on second, Johnny Reiser over at first as Perkins gets a called strike here to Grenier. Everybody playing straight up in the field. Perkins comes home. Big swing and a miss from Grenier, and he's ahead 0-2, trying to get out of the inning clean after the bases were loaded with just 1 out on the board. Ground ball left side. Stokes going to go for the easy out on second, and Perkins will get the job done here over the Bowie Baysox with the bases loaded, no run score, and Reading keeps their 4-1 lead as we go into the home half of the 4th here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on all the great work that ROG Orthodontics provides. ROG Orthodontics and the Reading Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
A call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as we go into the fourth inning. Drew Rahm hands the ball over to Logan Gillespie here for the fourth inning. They said he wouldn't go more than 5, but he doesn't go more than 3. As he gives up 5 hits, 4 runs, only 3 of them earned, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts on 77 pitches. And Gillespie will face off the 8, 9, and 1 as Chris Cornelius heads up to the dish. 0 for 1 today. The righty comes home in the dirt, ball 196 off the hands of the reliever. Now, on Tuesday, they only used 2 pitches. The starter went 5, and then the reliever finished off the game. However, he blew the save and took the loss in the game. So, surprised they didn't put somebody in officially to close. You know, throw 1 inning like a closer does in a close ball game. But we'll see what they do tonight with Gillespie coming in the top, or in the bottom of the 4th, And Reading already having a 4-1 lead. Cornelius swings and misses. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. It's 2-2 now. So we told you about Philadelphia losing today, and Lehigh Valley fell in their first game against Rochester. Take a moment and see how they're doing in game number 2 of the doubleheader. It is the bottom of the 1st, and they are scoreless. Adam Leverett pitching game number 2, though, former our Phil. And Jersey Shore down by 10 runs, and they are only in the bottom of the 3rd as Chris Cornelius works a walk. So Reading will have a base runner here in the bottom of the 4th inning for Jack Conley. Now they've scored in all 3 other halves, so we'll see if they are able to continue that trend here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Gillespie comes high to Jack Conley. That's a ball. Slow roller up to third base. They can't get to, so they'll just go to first. But Cornelius gets himself into scoring position, advancing to second. So ground out for Conley is one away, and we're back to the top of the order with Madison Stokes. Infield back deep here for Stokes, 1 for 2 on the day. And Stokes takes a called strike. First time that Gillespie has started a batter off with a strike. And not sure how long Gillespie will be in, as somebody is warming in the bullpen already. Garrett Stallings, who was supposed to start, but with the cancellation of last night's game and the doubleheader on Saturday, he's actually just going to come in for relief. Takes a big deep breath, looks back at second at first, another slow roller down the third baseline, but this one is foul, so Stokes is going to get to do it again with 1 ball and 2 strikes. I don't know how that does not make Gillespie either unable to throw anywhere near the batter's box, because I would be lost at where I was throwing, or like motion sick about how many times he whips his head back and second and home and second and home. I literally was like sick for him looking at that. I guess that's what happens when you have vertigo. But he looks over at third. Nobody's there, and then comes home and third and home. A slow roller, Stokes. It's going to be the pitcher and the first baseman who come over. And an interesting play, as it is the pitcher who picks it up, and Stokes dives headfirst into first base. The pitcher puts the tag on him. He's called out by Gilreath at first. Sean Williams immediately comes over with Nair Luis Martinez as well to talk to Gilreath about how he could have possibly made the tag. Tough for me to see from this angle. But Sean is not happy over there at first. But Cornelius gets himself to third on that play. So Reading does have a runner on third, but a nice dive by Madison Stokes. And a great effort there as he recognized what was going on. Both the pitcher and the first baseman converged for it. You got to work on your PFPs there. It's somebody's ball, and the other person's supposed to be covering. And so Williams is back over to third base after Gilreath says, I'm not going to change it. Have seen 2 overturned calls so far this season. So there's 2 outs on the board now with Cornelius at third, and Bryson Stott up at the plate takes a ball. Gillespie comes home to Stott high, back-to-back balls here. Cornelius taking a nice lead off of third with 2 outs. He'll be going on anything. Stott chases a high fastball, 94. And that's strike number 1. 2 outs on the board here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Reading leads 4-1 over the Bowie Baysox. They won on Tuesday, looking to take game number 2 of the 6-game set after yesterday's rainout. And Bryson Stott gets it over the head of the second baseman, Grenier. And scoring is Chris Cornelius, another RBI single for Bryson Stott. Reading up 5-1 here. And yes, they have scored a run now in every half inning so far. Here's Jalen Ortiz to continue it with 2 outs. Bryson Stott battles against Gillespie and puts it right over the second baseman's head to bring home Cornelius, who, by the way, heads up base running, was able to get himself from first to second on a ground ball left side, then from second to third on a slow ground ball on the right side. Put himself in the opportunity to score off of a base hit. And so Reading up by 4 here with 2 outs. Ortiz at the plate, still waiting for the first pitch as Gillespie went over to first. Stott back in time. Now he gets a called strike at the knees. Stott taking a nice lead off first. Saw a couple of stolen base attempts so far, but Josh Stephen the only one to get one. And once again, Gillespie goes over to first. He is whipping that ball over to first. Doshbach better be ready. And Ortiz sends this one into a weird spot in shallow center field. It drops. Bryson Stott heads into third. A good backup. Keeps the ball from going into Bowie's dugout. And a blooper double for Jalen Ortiz into shallow left center field. It drops between 3 converging fielders. Nobody gets to it in time. Kind of in no man's land, deep. And they're going to say that's actually a single by Ortiz. He advances on the throw to third. They were trying to get Stott out at third, but he was able to get in time. So a single and advanced on the throw to second. But Reading here with another 2-out rally, 2 runners on here for Josh Stephen, who's been on twice today. And Reading with a 4-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Outside comes Gillespie, ball 1. The first 4 batters in Reading's lineup have all gotten a hit today. There's only 3 batters who haven't gotten a hit and only 2 who haven't reached. It's nice to see Reading's lineup hitting as Stephen just inches away from that ball, but it's strike number 1. Inside, ball 2. Stott on third, Ortiz on second. Gillespie home to Josh Stephen. That's a called strike number 2. 2 outs on the board here in the bottom of the 4th. Reading already scoring 1 run, looking to tack on some more insurance run. For as much offense as they have had today, they're only up by 4. Look at but it's only the 4th inning too, which is crazy. Gillespie kicks and fires home. He's got a weird slot. It's not right overhead and it's not off to the side. It's just out a little bit. And really keeps it straight arm as he whips it over. And his left leg not too high of a kick as well. Here's the payoff pitch to Josh Stephen. It's high, and Gillespie will walk the bases loaded here in relief as Josh Stephen takes another walk today. And Ortiz is going to stay on second. Stott on third. And Grenny Kumano will come up. He's due for a hit, 0 for 2 today. And had a tough game on Tuesday as well, went 0 for 3. So he's due for a hit. We are going to see a visit from the pitching coach, Justin Ramsey. Although I can't imagine that Stallings isn't ready to go there since he was warming up, but maybe needs a little bit more time as they send the pitching coach out. They only got one more out to get out of this half inning, but Reading has been battling hard with 2 outs. Opportunity to do some more damage with the bases loaded here. And the crowd is roaring for the Reading Fightin' Phils. They scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and already 1 in the fourth. And they've got the bases loaded, and Grenny Kumana up at the plate. The pitching coach heading back into the dugout here. And Grenny Kumana heads up into the righty batter's box with an opportunity to do some damage. Kumana takes the ball outside here from Stalling. Wind pushing left to right is coming in to the ballpark, so if anything, that will work in Gillespie's favor. Kumana pokes this one foul into the Vist Plaza, and that's strike number 1. Bases loaded here, 2 outs for the Fightin' Phils in the bottom of the 4th inning. Grenny Kumana, a wide stance in the batter's box, takes a ball high, 2-1. There his 5'5" height works in his favor as it comes way over his head. So interesting that somebody that's like a foot taller, that could have been a strike on. He's ahead in the count as he takes another strike upstairs. And Gillespie in danger of walking in a run. Stott on third, Ortiz on second, and Steven on first after walking the bases loaded. And once again, you know, you got to think about that. Somebody that's 6'5", that is a strike. But Grenny Kumana, just 5'5", takes it as a ball. And he's ahead 3-1 in the count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Gillespie kicks and fires. Kumana sends it upstairs in the outfield. There's not enough on it. The left fielder coming in, Fontana. He'll make the catch for out number 3. The fans wanted that to be a home run, but not deep enough, although Reading scores a run in the bottom of the 4th. They are ahead 5-1 here as we go into the 5th at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
It's summer. Time to trade hibernation for liberation. Couch time for tan lines. The sunshine and good times are waiting, so it's time to go the distance in a car you can depend on. Kia, backed by our 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Summer's calling. How will you answer? Kia, movement that inspires. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today for great deals on our exciting lineup of vehicles built for summer.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty program refers to a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for warranty details.
to the left fielder, number 56, Shane Fontana.
Jack Perkins out for another inning of work, his third to be specific. Had the bases loaded in the top of the fourth, which honestly feels like forever ago at this point, but was able to get out of the inning clean. And Reading scoring one in the bottom half leads 5-1 over the Bowie Baysox. They've had 7 hits, the Baysox just 3. They've also made an error in the field. And Perkins coming home to Shane Fontana. 3 straight balls. Got Fontana to fly out to left. That was actually the first batter he faces. And he'll get a called strike now. 3-1. Wind has died down once again as we are officially playing baseball under the lights. The sky dark here in Reading, Pennsylvania. And an interesting foul ball from Fontana. Looks like it bounced right over the plate and back to the warning track. So that's strike 2. Perkins working back from a 3-0 count. It's now full. And he comes home once more. Gets a check swing, a drop third strike from Conley. He has to throw it over to first, but that is an easy one away for the Fightins in the top of the 5th. Here's Cody Roberts now. Cody Roberts steps up to the plate with 1 out on the board. And he'll take a ball outside. Fans, I've got great news for you guys. We've been talking about the Acme of Denver, PA's warehouse. You know, they're hiring warehouse workers in their distribution center. And I've been telling you, $19, you know, is their starting wage. Big news. They've upped it. $20.30, a new starting rate for Acme Distribution Center in Denver, PA, which is crazy. You start out at $20 and you got the opportunity to earn $24.05 within 10 weeks. So you could up it by another $4, which is crazy. Plus, if you stay on, your retention bonus, $2,500 plus gift cards, which, I mean, who doesn't love a good gift card? It's like free. It's free money. It's free money. You could do whatever you want with it. That's pretty crazy to me. I mean, a starting rate at $20 is like wild. As Perkins gets Roberts looking. That's his 5th strikeout here. And the back-to-back Ks puts 2 outs here as we go to the top of the order in the 5th. Plus, Acme's got industry-leading benefit packages. So, you know, stuff that you don't have to worry about. You've got family coverage there. So you don't have to feel, you know, any worry at all about your family's health care. As a ground ball to Chris Cornelius ends the inning. So you can go on August 28th from 8 a.m. to noon. You can go to 500 South Muddy Creek Road in Denver, PA. That's the address we've been talking about all summer. Just check it out. You might as well just go, you check it out. You know, it's a Saturday. What are you doing in the morning anyways? You go check it out. You got the opportunity to get a great job in their warehouse division, Acme Denver, this Saturday, the 28th. 500 South Muddy Creek Road. Be there.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2021 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are safe, healthy, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community anywhere to be an animal by visiting humanepa.org.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
It's time for the Junior PA announcers brought to you by our local Kia dealer. Please welcome tonight's first Kia Junior PA announcer, Ryan.
Well, another call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as Logan Gillespie hands the ball over to Garrett Stallings, who was supposed to start yesterday's game, but with everything going on with the doubleheader, he's just going to come out of relief today. And Matt Kroon will head up to the batter's box. He had that 2-run shot in his last half inning, and the righty chases for strike number 1. Also a ball from Stallings. Gillespie, 1 inning of work, 2 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and no strikeouts on 29 pitches. Kroon takes the ball upstairs, 2-1 now. Stallings, a quick motion, as opposed to Gillespie, who I felt like the motion was on the slower side. And that can kind of throw off the rhythm of batters, too. Full count pitch. Kroon goes over to the left side. That's a heater, and deep in the hole, the throw over to first, and they get him in time, but it couldn't have been by more than a heartbeat on a bang-bang play. Matt Kroon called out at first, but man, what a hustle from the center fielder. And there's one away here for Luke Miller. Miller fouls back the first pitch he sees. Another player with a home run in the game today. He was the run in the second at this point. They've scored a run in all of the home half innings so far. Looking to continue that here in the bottom of the 5th. They're up by 4 as we get into the middle part of this ball game. Infield back deep here to Luke Miller as Stallings kicks and fires, and it's a called strike on the outside corner. This pitch misses, though. 2-2. Great crowd here at FirstEnergy Stadium, hanging around for some post-game fireworks this Thursday night. I do believe there's toss-a-ball on the field as well. Miller drives this one into center field. It drops in front of Watson. And Reading has a base runner now with 1 out for Chris Cornelius. Cornelius walked and scored a run. And Cornelius goes up the middle, and the second baseman cuts off the shortstop. Weird play. And they get the out over at first, though. So that'll do it. Oh, he steps on the back. And so that'll be actually a double play. So he steps on the bag and throws to first. They get Miller at second and Cornelius first. Ends the inning. And Reading does not score a run in the bottom of the fifth. But as we go into the sixth at FirstEnergy Stadium, they still lead by 4.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mal Beer throughout the 2021 season. Mal Beer and Mal Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Founded in 1890 in Spain, Mal Beer has always been there to satisfy the most demanding taste buds. Make sure to pick up Mal Beer and Mal Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2021 season and at your local retailer. Mal Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 2021 Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mal Beer, the 5-star taste and the quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership at Pottsville Pike today. Fastball, curveball, slider, it's the pitcher's grips that make the difference. And when it comes to cornering, braking, and traction, CJ's Tires and Automotives can improve your car's grip with a new set of Hankook tires. Hankook tires are known for great handling and reliability mile after mile. Together, Hankook Tires and CJ's are your winning team. So whatever your vehicle needs, an oil change, state inspection, brakes, alignments, or Hankook tires, trust CJ's Tires and Automotives in Fairless Hills. CJ Tires and Automotives. They really are better, faster, and more affordable.
Into the top of the sixth we go. Bowie 1 run on 3 hits. They've made an error in the field. Reading 5 runs on 8 hits. So they lead by 4 here in the top of the sixth. But Bowie starts it off with a base knock. That is Westberg's first double-A hit, and it's going to be a stand-up double as he gets to second easily on a ball that reaches the wall in left field. So they'll have a runner on here to start off the sixth in scoring position for Kyle Stowers. Wind pushing in again here in the middle part of this ball game. Big series this weekend. I mean, I can't even talk about how crazy this weekend is going to be for you guys. As this pitch to Stowers, a ball below the knees. So, yeah, we've got games Friday. We got a game tomorrow. Friday night, 7:05 start. Obviously, weekend post-game fireworks. You love it. Saturday, though, a double header. Now, it's Harley night on game 2. So the guys and girls, the Harley community, Classic Harley Davidson of Reading, is going to ride over from Classic Harley out in Leesport over here before game 1 of FirstEnergy Stadium. Then we're going to have game 1. Then, between the games, they're going to ride around the warning track before Harley night like they always do, which is going to be great. We've got post-game fireworks. We've got the post-game mascot band. The guys are wearing these awesome Harley jerseys. You got to go on our social media and check it out. I think these are some of the coolest jerseys that I've seen there. The V-neck ones, so the players are going to like to wear them. And actually had a couple guys try them on for me. They thought they were cool. They're being auctioned off after the game, and Luke Miller was like, can I buy my own? They're that cool. The sleeves are capped with some Harley symbols. It's a black jersey, and it'll match the black Harley cap, which were given away when the gates open at 4 o'clock, first game 4:15. So you got to come in, you got to get that Harley cap giveaway. That's our tradition, okay? You got to come and get it. As Stowers takes strike number 2. So full count here from Jack Perkins with a runner on second. He's still looking for his first out. And he comes home, swing and a miss, so he'll get the big strikeout, 6th of the game here for Jack Perkins, and he's only in his 4th inning of work, up to only 54 pitches, so probably got a lot left in the tank here. With one away here, Zach Watson. So we've got all that going on Harley Night, Saturday, the 21st, which is going to be awesome. 23rd annual Harley Night, so you got to come in, be a part of it. And then Sunday, I don't know who's a bigger celebrity, the Philly Fanatic or Meredith from The Office. So you're going to have to come and you're going to have to decide for us. Huge crew going to be out here on Sunday, plus Bluey for the kids. It's going to be a heck of a night on Sunday. Actually, afternoon, because it's one of our few afternoon games, a 2:15 game here at FirstEnergy Stadium. So if you like, day baseball, pretty much the sun will be up the whole time on a Sunday afternoon in the dog days of summer. I don't know which one to tell you to come, so I'm going to say come to both. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Watson. Perkins comes home. Ground ball left side. Stott slips in the grass, and he doesn't make the throw at all. Eats the ball probably better than throwing it away, but Westberg has to hold up at second. So a base hit for Watson puts 2 runners on with 1 out, and it's Johnny Reiser now who'll come up to bat. No action in either bullpen. Perkins slowing down a little bit out of the stretch here. Comes home just below the knees to Reiser. It's a ball. And another ball in the dirt, good block by Jack Conley to keep it in front of him. Westberg on second and Watson on first here as the Baysox trying to threaten in the top of the 6th. They're down by 4 runs. And Bowie's in the playoff hunt. So they're taking the top 2 teams in either division. So top 2 teams in the entire AA Northeast are going to play one-off playoff series. I think best of 5 is the series. So that's it, a one-and-done series with just the 2 teams best in the league. So Bowie's in the hunt as every win kind of matters here for them. Perkins is going to walk Reiser down to first. So the bases are loaded here. He's had them loaded before with just 1 out and was able to get out of the inning cleanly as Watson shifts to second and Westberg to first. Now we will see a visit from the pitching coach, Brad Bergeson. So Bowie in the playoff hunt and Reading 5th in the AA Northeast. So got their work cut out for them if they want to be able to get back in it too, but still lots of baseball left in the season. Actually a full month as the season ends on September 19th. So a full month left here. Just 10 games at FirstEnergy Stadium though as we finish up this 6-game set against Bowie on Sunday. Hit the road for 2 weeks and then are back for a 6-game set against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. So still time to get down to America's Classic Ballpark if you haven't already. And with the bases loaded, Perkins kicks and fires to Andrew Doshbach. And which is actually really interesting is that this is the same trouble that Perkins has had in the order before. Reiser walked to load the bases in the 4th, and he walks to load the bases here again in the 6th. Now, what Perkins was able to do was strike out Doshbach, which he's already got him down on 2 strikes right here, and then got Grenier to ground into a fielder's choice. So same exact inning, we'll see who ends up on top this time. But Perkins has got Doshbach down 0-2 right now. He's still looking for his first AA hit. Bases are loaded here. He comes home in the dirt, good block by Conley. It's Westberg on third, Watson on second, and Johnny Reiser over at first. Perkins pitching out of the stretch here. Got some Baysox on the bases. The righty Comes home with the 1-2, and it's going to drop in right field. Cutting it off is Ortiz. 1 run will score, and 2 runs score. So it's 5-3 now on an RBI single from Daschbach. Reiser makes his way all the way over to third. So last time Perkins was on top. This time, though, Daschbach is on top. His first hit in Double-A as well. Scores 2 runs. And so runners on the corners here for Perkins as Nick Lackney steps up to throw some pitches in the bullpen. And here's Caden Grenier. Now, with a runner on first, a double play ball could get us out of this inning. Reading still leads by 2, but kind of a different story now. Perkins' season high is 6 strikeouts. He's at that right now if he's able to get another one. And then he comes home to Grenier with a ball. Here's again a swinging strike. 91 still off the hands of Perkins, so pretty good velo still. Career high strikeout count in an appearance is 7. I'm seeing did that twice in 2019. And he'll get a high pop-up, sky high, as it's going to be Perkins, Stokes. Stokes takes a couple steps onto the mound, off the mound, and right behind it, he makes the catch for out number 2. And here's Shane Fontana, who's 0 for 2 today, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Conley's going to step out for a second, give some signs to his infield here. Still runner on the corner, though, and that tying run is over on first as Reading leads 5-3. First pitch ball to Fontana. Miller holding the runner on first. Comes home just high. Ball 2. There's strike number 1 from Jack Perkins as he's upped his pitch count a little bit, 71 right now. I think it'll give him at least 1 or 2 more batters. Give Lackney time to warm up if he can get himself out of this inning. Looks down and then looks up to Fontana. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Gets him by on an off-speed pitch, 2-2. Runners on the corners here, 2 outs. Bowie threatening. Perkins comes home, and it's a fly ball into center. It stays up long enough for Matt Kroon to make the play, and that will inning 2-run score from Bowie. But Reading still leads by 2 as we head into the bottom of the 6th inning here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Better pitching, faster base runners, and more runs batted in usually beats the competition. At CJ's Tire and Automotive, better selection, faster service, and more affordable options always beats the competition. When it comes to tires, CJ's MVP choice is a new set of Falken tires. Falken tires are known for handling, reliability, and value. And for more than 50 years, CJ's has been helping customers find the right tires at the right price. Together, Falken Tires and CJ's are a winning team. Stop in any time at your local CJ's or shop online at cjtires.com. CJ Tires and Automotive. Better, faster, and more reliable.
We've been privileged at ROG Orthodontics to be part of the local community for over 60 years. creating generations of fantastic smiles.
We're honored to be voted the #1 orthodontist year after year and proud to be the top Invisalign provider in the region.
We passionately believe we're changing lives every day right here in the community where we live.
We offer interest-free, flexible payment plans
And provide monthly scholarship programs for free braces.
Be sure to check out our magnet contest to win free braces.
We love seeing our patients' successes, knowing we had a part in changing lives.
One fantastic smile at a time.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an art-filled game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play as Los Luchadores de Reading Latino Tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Now batting for the York Bills, the catcher number 37, Jack Conley.
Jack Conley here to start us off in the bottom of the 6th inning. He's 0 for 2 today. Reading leads by just 2 now, as the Baysox scored 2 in the top of the 6th. Reading 8 hits to Bowie's 6, but they have made an error in the field. Conley takes a pitch downstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. The Eagles play a preseason game against the Patriots tonight. Now, they are practicing together for the past week or so. Pop fly ball into foul territory. Coming over is the first baseman, Doshbach, who'll make the catch. There is 1 away. The Patriots lead 19-0 over the Eagles here. And they are just about to reach halftime, 12 seconds to go. Cam Newton threw for 1 touchdown. Stevenson and Harris rushed for 1 as well. And on the Eagles side, it's only been Joe Flacco who's been in as the QB today. Threw for 1 interception. But not much action for the Eagles so far. Just a preseason game. Keep you updated on that. And we're back to the top of the order with Madison Stokes. He's 1 for 3 today. Takes back-to-back balls and then a swinging strike from Stallings, who's getting another inning of work here after shutting down the Fightin's ground ball left side. It's deep in the hole at short. Over to first. Stokes to step away from running it out, but he doesn't, and that's out number 2. And here's Bryson Stott, who's had a 2-hit day, also an RBI and a run scored. And Stott drives it deep to center field. Tracking back, though, is Watson at the warning track. He'll make the catch. That's the first time the Fightins go down in order today. A quick bottom of the 6th. As we go into the 7th at FirstEnergy Stadium, Reading will still keep their 2-run lead.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530. The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons.
the industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Now pitching out of the Alberta University Golden Rovers bullpen, our field pitcher number 25, Nick Lackney. Now batting for the Baysox, the catcher number 34, Cody Roberts.
A quick bottom of the 6th inning puts us in the top of the 7th here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Reading 5 runs on 8 hits. Bowie 3 runs on 6 hits. A fly ball deep to right field. Going back is Jalen Ortiz, and he runs out of room as Cody Roberts sends one easily over the fence and right. A solo shot puts the Baysox within 1 run of Reading, who's held a commanding lead up until the top of the 6th inning. That's his first hit of the game. And it is a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen that will take us into the 7th as Jack Perkins hands the ball over to Nick Lackney. Obviously, first pitch, a home run, as we go to the top of Bowie's order with Patrick Dorian. One ball, 1 strike here to Dorian, who also hit a home run in today's game. 2 home runs for each team. Swing and a miss from Dorian is strike 2. Perkins will finish the day. 4 innings of work. Ground ball over to Luke Miller, who dives for it, throws it to Lackney, steps on first. A beat before Dorian, and there's 1 away. 2 runs for Jack Perkins and 6 strikeouts. Went 74 pitches. Lackney, kind of a longer reliever sometimes. Would probably have seen him gone at least the 7th and 8th. We'll see now how he settles in after that leadoff home run. And I know Eastman settled in real well. He gave up that leadoff home run to Dorian and then didn't allow a hit in 2 innings. Got 2 double play balls as well. And Lackney, ground ball out of Westberg, but it's foul, and that's strike number 1. Westberg had a double to start off the 6th, and that was his first double-A hit. Lots of cheers for a foul ball. I was wondering what that was about. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Jordan Westberg. Lehigh Valley trails by 2 to Rochester in their second game of the doubleheader. Another home run by Derek Hall. He just keeps hitting them. He is on a roll up there in AAA, his 12th of the season. But at least half of those have come within the past month. As Westberg gets his 4th ball, he'll walk down to first here, and with 1 out on the board, the tying run is headed to first here for Kyle Stowers up the dish. So you're talking about the pipeline MLB Pipeline's new updated prospect list released just the other day. Mick Abel making their top 100. He was number 70. He's on the injured list in high A Jersey Shore right now to start the month. But other than that, had been having a pretty good season in his first professional year. Started 14 games as this pitch gets away from Lackney. Good stop by Jack Conley. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitched 44 2/3 innings, striking out 66 for a 4.43 ERA. Didn't allow ever more than 4 earned runs in a stint. Longest outing 5 innings of work, but that's on the Phillies, keeping him short. Could be a double play. 4, 6, 3, and that gets Nick Lackney out of the inning here in the 7th. 1 run does score off the solo shot by Cody Roberts, but Reading still leads by 1. We're going to take quick stretch time here at the ballpark. You guys do so at home, and we'll be right back to bat with the Fightins up to bat.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G coverage and speed. No one else covers more Americans with the fastest 5G. The Arphils are proud to introduce T-Mobile as the title sponsor of our Plaza stage. Fightin' Phils fans can continue to expect great performances on game days and non-game days. The T-Mobile stage is home to great bands, such as the Truest Fightin's mascot band and many others. It will also continue to house great musical performances during the off-season.
Unlike any other area at FirstEnergy Stadium, the Stadium 61 Dugout Suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages.
Jalen Ortiz is up to start the bottom of the 7th inning after a wonderful stretch time here at FirstEnergy Stadium. It's Garrett Stallings for another inning of work. Ortiz sends this one high in the sky. Going back is Stowers at the warning track. He makes the catch in right field. There's one away. A solo shot from Cody Roberts in the top half put Bowie within 1 run of Reading here. Reading held a commanding lead up until the 6th inning, and now it seems like the tides have turned just a little bit. We'll see if Reading can hold on to that lead here in the back part of this ball game. As the bat goes to Josh Stephen, who has been on all 3 times today, a leadoff double, and then back-to-back walks. Also has a stolen base to his name. And a fly ball right side will drop.
The designated hitter number 3, Remy Kumana.
And Josh Steven had a single that drops in for Reading. Over to right field. So Steven, a 2-hit day. He's been on all 4 times. And he'll reach first down the first baseline. So Reading trying to put on an insurance run here as their lead is cut down to 1 by Bowie. It's Grenny Kumana who's 0 for 3 today. He'll take a first pitch strike from Stallings. Stallings kicks and fires. Kumana sends a slow pop-up to Grenier at second. Man, there's 2 away. Stallings has a very short leg kick. It's very, you know what I'll say, his motion is very compact. Everything is happening in a little box. A lot of guys, they've got the, huge leg kick. They've got the big step. They've got an exaggerated over the arm, slot delivery. I feel like Stallings, everything is very compact and he's trying to get as much power as he can. And a called strike. Runner on first with 2 outs. Reading trying to tack on some more runs here as they're up by just 1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Matt Kroon takes back-to-back called strikes. Ground ball left side by Kroon. It's foul. He stays alive. And there's a ball coming in to Matt Kroon downstairs, 1 and 2. Reading, 5 runs on 9 hits. Bowie, 4 runs on 7 hits. They've made an error. Reading's runs have all come in from the 1st to 5th inning, and Bowie's really mainly in the past 2. But it's Reading's turn to bat. They've got a runner on first with 2 outs. Stallings comes home to Kroon. He pokes it foul, just gets a piece of it off the end of his bat. And the count stays 1 and 2. Someone's warming in the bullpen for Reading, so don't believe they will bring Nick Lackney out, and quite possibly an opportunity for the closer, Brian Marconi. But you know what? That looks like Sir Anthony Dominguez out there. Maybe an inning for Dominguez, an inning for Marconi, if it all stays the same. Or possibly 2 for Dominguez as he's getting his way back to Philadelphia. Has had 2 rehab appearances here so far for Reading. And he got a longer leash in his second one than the first, so probably more the third than the second. And we'll have to see how everything plays out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The runner's going. Kroon, ground ball left side. It's deep in the hole. He's trying to run it out on first. The throw is up the line, and Kroon beats it out as Josh Steven heads to second. Big there for Matt Kroon, a base hit. It was deep in the hole at short, and he'll have a 2-hit day to his name as the Fightins have something brewing with Luke Miller now up to bat. There's 2 runners on and 2 outs. Now Miller has had a good day at the plate. He's had a solo shot. He's had a base hit. And we'll have to see if they can tack on some runs here. Infield back deep. Stallings kicks and fires. Called strike upstairs. 93 off the hands of Stalling here. Stallings looks back at second. Stevens shuffles over. And a nice pop by Roberts, I'll have to say, as he brings the runners back to their bags. Quick pop time by the catcher. Nobody advances, but it's a ball to Luke Miller, 1-1. Nobody up in the bullpen for Bowie. They're going to trust Stallings here. Miller's chases. Does he go around? He does not. And that's ball number 2. Lots of guys in Reading's lineup today with multi-hit games. You love to see the bats going off in front of a big home crowd. Gets everyone riled up here and an opportunity to score some more in the bottom of the 7th inning. Stallings kicks and fires. Miller holds off on ball number 3, and they are 1 ball away from loading the bases here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ground ball up the middle. This could be it, and it is, as the shortstop makes the play. So Reading retired without any runs, and they still keep their 5-4 lead over the Bowie Baysox. We're going into the 8th, and I think we're going to have a pitching change here at America's Classic Ballpark, but we'll update you in just a moment.
Hey, James, we're down here in the right field grandstand, hanging out with the Plymouth Little League 8U, 10U district.
Time for that perfect job. The Acme Distribution Center in Denver, Pennsylvania is hiring warehouse positions now. Attend Acme's Job Fair Saturday, August 28th from 8 a.m. to noon at 500 South Muddy Creek Road in Denver, Pennsylvania. Starting rate of $20.30 per hour with potential first-year earnings of over $50,000. Acme offers industry-leading benefit packages with family coverage and a $2,500 retention bonus. Hiring this Saturday, August 28th. To learn more or register, go to hiringeventdenverpa.com. Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, the Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information.
Congratulations, here's the 4 tickets. The guys finally win a high-low game again. Congratulations to the 10U Plymouth Little League District Champions. Excellent. BSCCU high-low game. Now pitching out of the Albernia University.
A call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here for the top of the 8th inning as Nick Lackney hands the ball over to Sir Anthony Dominguez here to rehab in Reading. This will be his 3rd appearance here for the Fightin' Phils. He'll take on the 8th and he'll try to keep it quiet as Reading only leads by 1 run. He's had a tough go of things since he's been rehabbing here in Reading. The velocity is there, but giving up 2 outings with 2 home runs. So we'll see if he can cool that off a little bit. He's had a lot more time to work on things, 4 days since his last appearance. And he sends a ball upstairs to Zach Watson. Now this is the heart of the order. This is where Jack Perkins had trouble. A diving Bryson Stock comes up with it from his knees. He gets it over to first, but it's not in time. A great play by the shortstop. But there's a base runner on with nobody out. Johnny Reiser will come up. These 3, to be specific, have been tough go for the Reading Fightins. They lead by just 1 run here in the end of this ball game. And nobody warming up for Bowie, so imagine it'll be Stallings, who's made quick work of the Reading Fightins. Dominguez comes home. It's a called strike. He's rehabbing from Tommy John surgery. And he's just over the year mark at about 14 months in the rehab, which takes about 12 to 18. So Philly's hoping to have him by the end of the season if all goes right. But glad he's stopping here in Reading on the road to the big leagues. Former R. Phil himself. The runner is going, and it gets by Conley, so he'll take second safely. I think that'll go in as a stolen base because he was already going no matter what the pitch is. Watson makes his way to second, though. And 1 ball, 1 strike here to Johnny Reiser. It is a stolen base, confirmed. Ground ball to Stott, and it pops out of his glove. And so safely reaching first is Johnny Reiser. Error on Bryson Stott allows Reiser to reach first and Watson over at third. So Reading in danger of losing their lead. They were once up by 4, now they're only up by 1 here, and Bowie is threatening over Dominguez in the top of the 8th. Here's Andrew Daschbach. Over to first. But Reiser able to dive in safely. Dominguez still looking for his first out of the 8th inning. Bowie 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. Reading 5 runs on 10 hit, 1 error. The runner's going. Conley's throw down to second is in time, and they get him. A great throw down to Chris Cornelius and a perfect tag. Nabs Reiser at second, and that's a big first out for the Fightins. And they'll race a runner on the base path. That's the go-ahead run that's gone now. So a runner on third with Caden Grenier at the plate, who now has 2 strikes because that was a strike as well. And I feel like Conley's caught stealing has gotten so much better throughout the game. Throughout the season. It's actually been nice to see. Obviously getting a lot more reps as he's fallen into the starting catcher role, but been better, and looks like that was a balk by Dominguez. So the tying run scores on a balk. And Watson crosses the plate, so that will erase the runners on the base paths, I suppose. And a balk is any illegal motion by the pitcher. And so in Double-A, that allows a runner to advance. This is a pop-up over to right field. Ortiz will make the catch, and there's 2 away. But it's 5-5 here in the top of the 8th. We're all tied up. Now, what's exciting is we saw Reading walk it off on Tuesday. Now, I do feel like the tide has kind of shifted in the favor of Bowie here, but Reading, still the home team, has the opportunity to bat twice more, and Bowie just has 4 more outs, a called strike coming in. And downstairs to Grenier is 1-1. Dominguez kicks and fires home. Down and away. That's ball 2. Wind has died down here at FirstEnergy Stadium. That flag out in center, just straight down at the pole. And a fly ball, that's foul. That's 2 strikes. Dominguez a strike away from getting out of this half inning here, though, with just 1 run scoring, tying it up and not giving Bowie the opportunity to take the lead. And he hits Grenier. So the inning will continue with a runner on first and 2 outs for Shane Fontana.
The left fielder, number 56, Shane Fontana.
Fontana 0 for 3 today. One ball, no strikes to Fontana. Taking a nice lead is Grenier on first. Dominguez throws over to Miller, but it's not in time. I wouldn't be surprised if Grenier tried to swipe a bag. And the runner is going. The throw from Conley, it's too high this time. The tag placed by Stott, but it just caught too much air, and it was up too high to place the tag in time. And so Grenier steals second, so the go-ahead run is in scoring position here. Dominguez sets, glove of the chest. Swing and a miss out of Fontana, and that's strike 2. Two outs here. Dominguez trying to get us out of the top of the 8th. He'll come home the 1-2 to Fontana. It's high for ball 2. Baysox have tied it up 5-5 here in the top of the 8th. And they've got that go-ahead run on second in Caden Grenier. Dominguez, glove at the chest. He'll look back at second. Now he kicks and fires, comes home. A pop-up. Conley rips his mask off. He throws his mask and makes the catch for out number 3. And the ball game is tied, though, here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Reading will have 2 more opportunities to bat in the bottom of the 8th inning here. We'll be back in just a moment.
Shots Electric has been in business 45 years. Tompkins Vist Bank does everything for us, from our banking to our insurance. They provided us new ideas and solutions. For example, remote deposit. It's very convenient because it's 24/7. I'm confident Tompkins Vist will be with us in the future.
Tompkins Vist Bank and Tompkins Insurance. Service, stability, strength. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Tompkins Insurance products are not FDIC insured and are not bank guaranteed.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yingling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Vist Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours featured live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admissions tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
A tie ball game here in the bottom of the 8th inning at FirstEnergy Stadium. And Reading is going to send up Chris Cornelius, Jack Conley, and Madison Stokes to bat here. Cornelius 0 for 2 today, but walked once and scored a run. Slow roller from Cornelius, a charging third baseman. Just got a bad hop out of the box, not able to beat it out. And there's one away.
The catcher, number 37, Jack Conley.
Here's Jack Conley, who's 0 for 3 today. A bunt attempt by Conley. He's going to try to run it out, and he does. 3 people converge on it, the catcher, the third baseman, and the pitcher, and nobody picks it up. Now, it wasn't one of those bunts where it's right on the line and you're like, maybe we should wait, it'll roll foul. But it didn't. It was on the grass, and they kind of just looked at it, nobody got to it, and Conley able to run it out. And he'll get himself on base. That's the go-ahead run on first, ladies and gentlemen, as we go back to the top of the order with Madison Stokes. And Stokes drives it deep to right field. Stowers going back at the wall. He's not able to make the catch. It bounces off bad. Chris Cornelius being held up at third, and Madison Stokes with a stand-up double here in the bottom of the 8th. He's going to put Reading right back up in here as Cornelius gets to third and there's no outs. This is big here for Reading. They've got the go-ahead run on third with Chris Cornelius, and they've got back up on second with Madison Stokes. There is nobody out now. And it's the best part of the order. Bryson Stott up at the plate. Already had a 2-hit day. Looking to add some more. And a chance starting here at the ballpark. Let's go Reading here as the Fightin's have an opportunity to put themselves on top here in the bottom of the 8th. And I see Brian Marconi warming up in the bullpen. If Reading does put themselves on top, he'll come in for a save situation, which he hasn't seen many of those for a while. Bryson Stott sends it deep to right. Stowers makes the catch, but Cornelius is going to tag and come home. And a sacrifice fly from Bryson Stott puts Reading up 6-5 here in the bottom of the 8th. Bryson Stott did exactly what he needed to do. Drive the ball deep the opposite way of the runner so that he could tag and come home. And it was actually deep enough that Stokes was able to move to third. There's just one out here. Ortiz can do the same thing. Reading can put another run home here. And of course, they've got Marconi, who has a team-high 8 saves and still pretty high up in the lead, though, like I was saying, not a lot of opportunities for him to come out in a save situation, but might get one here tonight. Ortiz drives it high, and going back on the track, that's out number 3. know why everyone's walking so slowly, but out number 3 from Ortiz, deep to left field. Everyone was hesitating in the outfield even after he made the catch. But Reading puts the go-ahead run home with Jack Conley crossing the plate. And Stokes ended up at third, but enough for Reading here as they have 3 outs to try to retain their lead. Top of the 9th, here we come at FirstEnergy Stadium. Reading leads 6-5.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer all of your questions and listen to all of your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike today.
The R. Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightin's baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils.
The world-famous Fightin' Phils mascot band celebrates its 21st season in 2021, with pregame concerts starting Saturdays in May thanks to Truist. You heard right, actual mascots playing in a rock and roll band. See Quack the Rubber Duck on lead vocals and guitar, Screwball on drums, Bucky on bass, Change Up on bongos, and Blooper on lead guitar. A real band jamming on the T-Mobile stage before Saturday games this season. Don't miss the one-of-a-kind Fightin' Phils mascot band. Pre-game on Saturdays thanks to Truist.
Well, sacrifice fly from Bryson Stott plated the run that Reading needed in the bottom of the 8th. They lead 6-5 over the Bowie Baysox here as we enter the top of the 9th, and Reading will call upon their closer, Brian Marconi. 3 outs to go here, Reading, the home team. Hopefully they don't have to bat in the bottom of the 9th. Marconi going to start against Cody Roberts, and although he's the number 9 hitter, hit a home run already in today's game that put the Bowie Baysox right back into it. Marconi, a team-high 8 saves, and actually good for 8th in the league. As he comes inside, 1 ball, 1 strike here to Roberts. Ground ball slowly. Stott gobbles it up over to first. There's 1 away. The Fightin's fans are here in droves, 5,811, thanks to PSECU for presenting tonight's fan attendance, the largest credit union in Pennsylvania. First pitch, strike, as we go back to the top of the order with Patrick Dorian. That one a little low, ball 1. Infield back deep here as the lefty kicks and fires a swinging strike as Dorian chases down and away. Dorian gets a piece of it, and the 1-2 count will remain. Marconi, one of the lowest ERAs on the team, 2.25 in 40 innings pitched, averaging over a strikeout an inning. And actually pitched the last 3 outs of Reading's no-hitter against Erie on July 3rd. Really slotted into the closer role nicely here since coming to Double-A early in the season. Only had 1 save opportunity that he was not able to secure, which is pretty solid ratio. Fly ball left side, backing up Steven at the warning track. He makes the catch. Shekinah Korn is out number 2. Love how energetic the crowd is into this game. 1 out away from taking 2 over the Bowie Baysox. Obviously took Tuesday's game in walk-off fashion with Josh Steven. And there's some arguing going on from Patrick Dorian. What could you possibly argue about a fly ball? And Hodgins arguing with him as he walks all the way back into the dugout. Nothing happens there. There's 2 outs on the board. Marconi comes home to Westberg. Downstairs, it's a ball. There is somebody warming up for the Baysox, but hopefully we won't need to get there. Reading trying to close out this ball game, much to the cheers of the crowd. Westberg fouls one into the right field grandstand. That's strike 1. The lefty comes home inside, ball 2. Wind picking up a little bit now, left to right coming in. It's going to be one of those Angels in the outfield fireworks pickup days. I know in the outfield I can already tell, but it'll be worth it if we come home with a win. Ball 3 a little bit below the knees. Marconi's got 2 quick outs here over the Bowie Baysox. And that old walk. Westberg to first. So the tying run is on first with 2 outs. It's Kyle Stowers, who's had a hit today and a walk, also grounded into a double play. So the tying run at first and the go-ahead run at the plate. Now Reading, the home team, will bat in the bottom of the 9th if anything were to happen here, but Marconi just trying to seal the deal. While he can, the lefty leans over, he gets the sign from Jack Conley. Calling a really nice game from behind the plate tonight. Marconi kicks and fires home. A called strike. What a frame there by Conley. Just lets it gently come into his glove and pulls it up ever so slightly to get that strike call. Westberg on first, taking a little bit of a lead. Marconi's going to focus on the batter here. Just a little bit outside, much to the dismay of the fans. Count evens 1-1. The infield shaded a little bit here for the lefty bat. Now Cornelius playing straight up, but Stott almost behind second base, leaving Stokes kind of command of the left side of the infield. Marconi kicks and fires in the dirt. A good stop by Conley. 2-1. Reading, 6 runs on 12 hits tonight. It's been an eventful night here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Baysox 5 runs on 8 hits. As Marconi's trying to close it out in the top of the 9th. He's already got 2 outs on the board. Kicks and fires home. Called strike 2. And Marconi is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning and getting out of this ball game with another Fightin' Phil's victory. Everyone getting up here at the ballpark cheering on their hometown team. Looking for a victory on a beautiful Thursday night at America's Classic Ballpark. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back by Stowers. We got to do it again. Jordan Westberg on first after being walked. He's the tying run as Reading up by just 1 here. 6-5. Marconi does not get the called strike three. Must have been just a tad outside. And the crowd booing. Home plate umpire Steve Hodgins will go again, this time with a full count here. Marconi 1 strike away from getting out of this ball game. Runner on first, 2 away. The lefty steps up on the first base side of the rubber. The runner's going. It's fouled back. It's on the roof. The runner's going to go back, and we'll do it one more time. Fans are up here and waiting excitedly for the final out of this ball game, and then post-game fireworks, and then a post-game concert. Westberg on first. There's 2 outs now. Marconi with the payoff pitch, a high fly ball coming over Matt Kroon. Josh Steven. It's Matt Kroon who makes the catch out in left center field, and the Fightin Phils are victorious 6-5 over the Bowie Baysox. They take back-to-back games. They're up 2-0 in the series at home. What a ride here on Thursday night at America's Classic Ballpark. Brian Marconi, his 9th save of the season, and Reading a 6-5 victory over the Bowie Baysox. We'll see you tomorrow, 7:05 start. Emily